Track Prep videos. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade to braided stainless steel lines. So that's the OEM one. It's rubber, pretty flimsy. I'm sure when it gets hot, it gets pretty fat, pretty chunky. So we'll go ahead and first thing we gotta do, unscrew this 10 mil nut on top. So let's handle that. All right, so we got the 10, it's actually an 11. So we got the 11 busted off. And now we're just gonna completely undo this whole nut off of this top portion of the brake line. Eventually you'll be able to twist it off with just your hands. So yeah, I'll check right back in. Actually, there you go. So we'll just let this drain into our catch. Now on the back here, right back of the rotor, sorry, the caliper, that is a 14. So you can get the 14 and break that bitch loose. Oh, shit. So once we break it loose, we can actually just twist the whole hose. And it'll just fall off. Bam, there you go. That's how you remove it. So here's our replacement. Our replacement needs to screw in the actual rotor first. So this requires two hands because with my camera hand, I'm gonna hold the hose straight out and twist in with this one. So keeping the line straight while I twist. I'll check back in a sec. All right, now that we have our brake line in the actual caliper, we're gonna push this part of the brake line through that hole. See that? Push it through that hole, and then with two hands, we're gonna start threading the top of that, the top of these two together. All right, so now we have both sides threaded in. That line goes straight to the back. And now, this is a Bimmer World kit, guys. It comes with some insulations, some heat insulators. These are Velcro. But the directions say that you can go ahead and zip tie them on just to secure, just to be safe. So you go ahead and just zip tie it on, and you want this heat insulation to be as close to the inside part of the caliper as possible. So something like that. All right. Okay, so here's the final product. And this is the rear, guys. So both rears done. And now we can move on to the front. Always come back and check for leaks. Make sure that top nut isn't leaking. And then also make sure you've cranked down enough on that to where it doesn't move at all. But the only way you can be able to do this first is if you go ahead, or do this job at all, is if you screw this portion in first, the one right here. And then that's how you hand tighten from here. All right, I'll check back in when I get done with the fronts. Okay guys, quick update on the fronts. So I got the front one done. It's the same process, right? You just gotta move some wires by just moving them out of their little clips. But also back here, there's a little metal retainer clip. Now this is a brand new one. This is what the old one will look like. All you gotta do is just get a set of needle nose pliers, grab it and pull up, yank on it, and it'll pop out. So that way you can go ahead and free the line. So do that first before you do that, and then hit the bolt over here. It's a little different process. Just make sure you do that. It's a pain in the ass to get back in. I just had some heavy duty gloves and just fucking squeezed the shit out of it on there, and eventually it popped in. So, all right, other side. All right, so we got all the brake lines done. Everything's torqued down, super fucking hard. And hopefully we won't have any issues with the lines tomorrow at the track. Next step, brake bleeder. So I got this off of Amazon, I think for like 75 bucks. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but it was the Euro spec version. You gotta be sure to be specific on which one you need, because this cap is specific to BMWs and I don't know what else, probably most European cars. But and the fluid I'm going with, Motul 660. I like this stuff a lot. I've used it in all my cars. Used it on the E36 on track, used it on my E92. Basically anything that's, you know, being pushed pretty hard, I make sure I have some good fluid in there. Fluid, pads, and lines will make a massive difference. Well, I know a lot of people like to upgrade straight to a BBK without trying brake pads and fluid, and I feel like that's a big mistake, because you're paying, what, 50 bucks for the fluid, what I paid for the lines, I think like 100 bucks for the lines, and then pads are like 500 bucks front and rear. So compared to a $4,000 big brake kit, it's the move. So we'll go ahead and give this a shot. If on track for some reason I feel like it's not enough braking, which I don't think I'll feel that way, you know, then I'll look further down to get some upgraded calipers, a BBK or something. But for right now, we're gonna try give this a shot, and I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. Yeah. So first things first, go ahead and clean out the brake bleeder. Make sure there's no moisture in it at all. You don't want any humidity or moisture in that thing when you pour your fluid in there. And then after that, put your fluid in the brake bleeder. All right, so that'll conclude the track prep series. I hope you guys enjoyed that. The next couple of videos are going to be about the actual track day itself, how it went, and some post-track day analysis on the car and how it felt and what things I need to address. So I hope you guys enjoy the next couple days. I'm going to be pushing a lot of content this week. I got a lot of time, so there's no excuse. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you have any questions, drop it in the comment section. I'll get to it as soon as I can. Other than that, take it easy.